Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Director Z back on YouTube and just watching this Avengers Doomsday trailer. Everybody's talking about it, so I was like, alright, let's go check out what all the hubbub's about. Whatever. No, yeah, but for real, let's watch this shit. Okay, so Xavier's school. Is it coming hard? Is it coming hard? Okay, I'm hearing an accent. Is that RDJ? I'm 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 like 90% sure it's Robert Downey Jr. Considering he's the titular character and it's called Avengers fucking Doomsday. So, and it sounds a little, European or is it Romanian? Romanian? I have no idea. The armor looks sick as fuck. Okay, so Thor's with the Fantastic Four, Bucky, Ant Man, Captain America, Sam. So I think the I think it initially starts with them fighting, and then maybe the Fantastic Four comes in and says, "Hey, there's a way to do this without kicking each other's asses. Let's do Reed's way. Reed fucking Richards. I was about to say Reed Richards. Okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, initially X-Men versus Avengers because their universes are falling apart. Incursions is basically fancy word for multiverses are fucking colliding like multi fucking pinball or whatever. And whenever they collide, both universes or one of the universes gets destroyed and the other one gets to live. So that's why they're fighting for their fucking lives right now. Everyone's like, why is Gambit fighting Shang-Chi? Why is Yelena fighting fucking Mystique? Because they're fighting for their universes. They're fighting for fucking survival. Duh. Okay, let's just critique this roster right here. Okay, so we have Cap, Thor, Ant-Man, Thing, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, Reed Richards. We got Ghost. I think that's Ghost. Is that Bucky right next to it? Okay, and then there's U.S. Agent. Then there's fucking Red Guardian, and then there's Yelena. This is our roster. This is the last time in Endgame we had fucking Hulk. We had fucking Iron Man. We had a whole fucking big ass team. This is nothing. They don't even have the Guardians here. What's going on? Where's Captain Marvel? What the fuck, dude? They look like already fucked. Whoa, 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 whoa. They gave Namor a new fit. Okay. Okay. It's a little comic accurate. I mean, it's supposed to chesticles are supposed to be showing or whatever. What's up with the buckle right here? What's up with that? It's just is that just fucking waves? Come on, man. Where's the Mesoamerican culture? Where's the Mayan inspired stuff? Like, what the fuck? The Russos took away all the drip. Like, they're like, all right, let's give him something comic accurate. But it just looks like, okay, he has a bunch of waves and emblems. Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Okay, this looks like the Atlanteans are attempting some kind of coup. Oh wait, no, that's Namor's throne. But what are the Wakandas doing here then? They're in their territory, and I remember the background having a lot more like Mayan hieroglyphs or whatever. Like, what is this? The Russos changed a lot of shit. What's going on? Okay, let's go back again. Cyclops, comic accurate suit, looking awesome. James Marsden's returning, and then here we go with Shang-Chi versus Gambit. I think like of all the people on the roster, I think Shang-Chi has a chance against some of the X-Men, but they got Magneto, Professor X, Cyclops, Beast, Mystique, and fucking Gambit. And where's Wolf? Where's fucking Wolverine? And where's Colossus? Like, where's all the fucking Deadpool characters? They can never like interact or actually like, aren't they in the MCU now? I have so many questions. Aren't you supposed to be in a tree fixing the timeline? What's happening? Is he like going back to like get Cap or something, or is he going back to do something to interfere? Damn thing is short. Like the more you when you see him in scenes, you're like, the thing is really fucking short. He's big, but fucking a. M'Baku towers him. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I do not like the makeup for Mystique. I really. What is this? The scales are so dark. Like they weren't that detailed in the first X-Men movie. Like I get it. Rebecca Romijn probably was like, I'm not doing that whole fucking 8 hour, 10 hour fucking makeup process. Fuck that. Just give me some cheap ass shit. But like, come on, man. Like I'm really not mad at it. It's just like, whatever. It looks. It's Mystique. I think like they just put it out there and be like, look, dollar store Mystique. There. That's all you get. Elena. I feel like Eric is dying or something because look at Charles's face. Like he's in distress. He's in dismay. But what does it mean? Is the universe dying itself? And I remember from the last trailer, you see Cyclops like blasting outward or whatever, and there's like a robot foot. So you're like, okay, so the Sentinels are here. They're wiping the mutants out. Does this have to do with Doom? Does it have to do with the Incursions? Is this just how this universe was going to end in general? Who is Johnny Storm hugging right here? Is this Sue? Is it Franklin? Because it could be a lot of things, dude. But I'm not fucking sure. I hope there's no fucking sacrifice like in the fucking Jonathan Hickman, the Science Foundation, Fantastic Four. Please no, please no. Don't give me a scene like that yet, please. That was a really cool shot of Gambit, like the kinetic energy, fucking blasting it with his staff. That's the scene. That's what I was talking about. Look, there's robot feet right in the background of like Cyclops doing the blast from his eyes. What is it? Are those Sentinels? Did Doom send them? Or are they just part of the incursion? What's Sue is struggling with a force field. Obviously, that's how she was with Galactus, trying to hold him back or whatever before getting Franklin. Namor's flying. Namor's flying looks more like Man of Steel right here. It doesn't really look like he has the hummingbird wings on his feet or whatever like they did in Wakanda Forever. I feel like everything they did in Wakanda Forever, the Russos just said, "Nope, this is our Namor." Like what? Motherfucker, how? Okay, I know like Doom is like the epitome of like science and technology, obviously, but like to stop Stormbreaker, does he have the Beyonder's abilities in him? Is he already God Doom or something, or God Emperor Doom? I mean, like God Emperor of Doom. I mean, is he? Does he already have these omnipotent powers already? Like, how is he like 2 fingers, just Stormbreaker? Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm curious. Is what I'm saying. Very curious. Yep. Hey, look, it's Mjolnir. No way. It's fucking him, isn't it? It's Cap. Yep. Oh shit. Maybe Loki went back for him. But why? Is he the anchor being in this universe? Is he the reason if we die? Because like this story would make more sense if it was Kang as the villain, because Kang has a thing with Captain America that he was never supposed to exist in a timeline. So he wants to not just eliminate him, but just like the timeline in general. But sees like him as a mistake in the timeline that he needs to fix. Like Kang, it would have made sense, but like I guess they're going to still incorporate that kind of multiverse and like timeline stuff and like bringing variants together to stop what Doom is doing. Is Doom having a hand in the incursions or whatever? Like, how are they incorporating all this, like intertwining it? The Russos. Okay, so what can I say about that trailer? It fucking sucked. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a good trailer. They're still leaving a lot to the imagination. Like the whole why Shang Chi and why are the X Men fighting the Avengers? Because they still have no idea that there are concepts in the comic that kind of force their hands to fight each other, and that the circumstances are very, very what's the word, elaborate, I guess. Like you would have to like look in the context and the exposition or whatever, or the exposition of like everything going on. It doesn't just happen like, oh, they're fighting the fucking Avengers and X-Men are just trading blows. Like, no, no, shit happens. where they either have to save themselves or save somebody that's like one of them, or like save, you know, the whole universe. But this is like all the universes being in danger, so of course they have to fight, even if they're like, well, you guys are heroes too, but like they don't have time to think about that or talk about that because they're just on site just fucking fighting each other. So here's my thing though. What I did not appreciate about the Russos as time went on, you know, from like Civil War and then to Infinity War and Endgame, the color grading gets like less and less. Like there's color, but you see like a lot of gray and a lot of like, you know, neutral, like just what's the word for it? Like it just looks very bland. Like the trailer looks good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like the color grading itself and like the visuals that could be, it's very underwhelming. And I'm saying like the visuals could be so much better, but for some reason the Russos really like this gray opaque palette for some reason. I don't get why that is, but I mean it works. Marvel called them back because they were like, you know what, the direction we're going isn't the best, and you guys, you know, you made us a lot of money, you gave us good stories, so could you guys come back? And so I'm glad like the X-Men are coming. I'm glad that the Avengers are you know, doing this and whatever. But and the Avengers are going in this direction again, like with like big time threats and stuff. That's what I meant to say. But the thing is, are the Russos really the solution? Is it something that Marvel should maybe just go back to the drawing board and say maybe the Russos aren't like the total solution, maybe they're like a partial solution, but we really need to like look at ourselves and look within and say like what else do we need to do to like keep the audience engaged and like make sure that these stories are still, you know, good and worth telling. But you know, whatever direction they go, it's up to them. I think like for Marvel being bought by Disney, it becomes one of those things where they become too big to fail, like in my opinion. But it's just, I don't know, it's my 2 cents. Anyway, I thought the trailer was, it was okay. No, I'm just kidding. I liked it. I fucked with it a lot. I'm excited to see X-Men, Avengers, and all that. So anyways, thank you for watching this reaction. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. What did you think of the trailer? And share this video. Everybody, or just, you know, out there in your social media. And thank you for watching. This has been Director Z on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.